Hi, I'm Adrienne from Jazz Design Company. Today we're talking about why your business needs a Facebook fan page and why you should be advertising. If you have a Facebook fan page and you aren't really updating it or utilizing it, it is actually almost a little bit worse than not having a fan page at all. It is a connection to your client base and your target demographic. And the purpose of Facebook, as well as all the other social media platforms, is to establish connections and relationships with those clients and those that demographic that you are trying to reach. So first and foremost, you really need to establish yourself with a fan. We have services at Jazz Design Company where we can help you set up a fan page through our social media management package, and we can do as little as set up a fan page for you to full-blown social media management services where we would manage your Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, and any number of other social bookmarking sites, as well as your blog. This is a time-consuming thing, and a lot of businesses simply don't have time to put forth into their social media budgets and campaigns, and that is exactly what we can do for you. But let's just say that you do have a Facebook fan page for the intent of this. Facebook ads are significantly more targeted than Google ads, and you can do them in a cost per impression or a cost per click basis. And the great thing about Facebook fan page ads, or excuse me, Facebook ads, is that you can target it to any demographic that you choose. So this is something that we can certainly do for you. We can help you set up Facebook ads in order to drive traffic either to your website or to your fan page. And basically it is much less in cost than Google. So it's really something that you should certainly be considering and paying attention to, if not putting a good portion of your current cost per click, pay-per-click campaign budget towards Facebook ads. In this example here, you'll see that I have my page up from our fan page where I can design an ad for Jazz Design Company. You could do any number of things with logos, body text, but the important thing here is to understand that while Facebook is pretty good at making things fairly simple in this regard, they are quite particular, and it's important to know all of the little nitpicky things that they like to take a look at before they even will post your ad. And if you don't do it right the first time, you may have trouble reposting it or resubmitting it, and that's where we can help. But let's just for a moment assume that rather than a web design company, let's say that you are a company that manufactures outerwear and you have a new line of backpacking gear for women. Let's go ahead and see just how targeted we can make an ad on Facebook. If you look over here, you'll see that generally the estimated reach for what I have with the basic default settings is 130 million people who live in the United States who are 18 and older. And that's just the default because I am based in the US. Let's assume that this outerwear company is a US-based company, and we're just going to keep United States as the location for this demographic. And since we're targeting women who are interested in backpacking, we'll keep the age at the beginning age at 18, and we'll just bump it up to 55. And since it's a women's line, we're going to select women. And if you look over here already, the estimated reach has been narrowed to 67 million. And you can go further than that. Down here, this is probably where you target your ads the most. Likes and interests. If you have a Facebook fan page, you know quite well that everybody has an info tab on their profile. And people just love liking things on Facebook, whether it's a group or a product, and they like entering all of their likes and interests on their info page. And that includes things such as what music they like, what books they like, what activities and hobbies that they're interested in. And the great thing for business people is that that filters those people by their likes and interests. So in this case, we're going to see about targeting our ad to people who are interested in backpacking. And right here you'll see, first one that comes up is backpacking. And now I've narrowed my scope down to 47,820 people. We can go a little further than that. We can put in camping. And here we have camping. And so now that actually bumped it up. That it bumped it to 2,400,000 women who live in the United States between the ages of 18 and 55 who like backpacking or camping. And of course you can continue to keep adding likes and interests. But for this example, we will leave it at that. It does also come up with likes and interests that they suggest based on what you've entered. Canoeing, hiking, that type of thing. You can add things such as connections on Facebook, but for a broad advertising campaign such as this, I would leave things as they are. And the last thing down here is to name your campaign here, and you can set your budget. You can do it per day or a total budget for the lifetime of the ad. Gives you a lot of control as to how much money you're going to spend. You can schedule the ad to run for a specific period of time, which is good for things such as specials and sales, so that you don't have to worry about an ad that is still being displayed when an event or a sale has already ended, and providing misinformation to people. And again, like I had mentioned in the beginning, you have the option of paying for impressions, which really just means whenever the ad is displayed on any one user's page, and then you have pay for clicks, which is when somebody sees the ad on their page and they click on it, and that in turn sends them either to your website or to your Facebook fan page. You can set a maximum bid, and what they will do based on the information that you've entered, they will suggest a range, and that is something we can help you determine what's the best cost, and that type of thing. So as you can see, in this example, this ad would reach about 2.4 million people, and that is an incredibly targeted demographic for anybody who has a business or a service that they are trying to market through Facebook. It goes without saying that Facebook is becoming an invaluable source for businesses to get in touch and connect with their potential client base. So as you can see, we can certainly help you with advertising on Facebook, as well as the entire range of your social media needs. So if you have questions or would like to discuss setting up a Facebook fan page, a Facebook ad, or simply discussing our social media management services, our number is 866-702-0399. And of course, you can always look us up on the internet at jazzdesignco.com, as you can see.